Hello everybody, this is Brian, and it's 1 year ago since we bought our apartment in Hua Hin. And the video we made from that time, buying condo in Hua Hin is easy. I had so many views and I have so many questions from people all over the world. So I think I will make a follow-up. So 1 year after, how did it went? Is everything going as we hoped it would go? So I will give you a lot of the answers here. So let's start from the beginning. Everything went well. We have the apartment for a little more than 1 year now. We have stayed there 2 times, 3 weeks summertime and 3 weeks last Christmas, New Year. And did we regret it? No, we did not. It's everything what we wanted, and it's exactly going as we have planned it. So there has been no problem. Everything was in place from the beginning. So what we have done until now is only we have bought a lot of stuff to fill in the apartment. Despite we have a condominium with more than 200 units, there is always free space in the common area. If you go down by the pool, I think maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 people at the pool, because a lot of the condos is owned by foreigners like us, so they are coming once or twice a year. A lot of the apartment is also owned by people from Bangkok, using the condos for holidays and so on. So despite there is a lot of condos in that closed area, you never feel it's crowded. You never feel there is very many people there. The development is taken good care of. When we last were down there in summertime, they was starting to make more covered spaces for cars all the way around. So they are still investing in the development. What is it? 5 years since they built the development. They're still doing things as charging stations for electric cars and so on. So it's good to see that it's not built and then we are left by our own. They still do a lot of things for the condominium. We have at the juristic office, we have deposit account. So they take care of all our bills. So each year we deposit 25,000 baht, I think it is. We pay 1,500 baht each month for maintenance. So 7,500 baht a year for maintenance. Then they pay our electric bills, they pay the water bill, they pay our internet bill, and they pay the insurance. So altogether I think it cost us around 22,000 baht each year for all the expenses for the apartment. Every year we are giving them head up that we are coming, so our apartment is cleaned every time we are coming. So we pay 350 baht for 2 persons in 3 hours, so it's spotless when we arrive. Internet, we have a 500 megabyte internet connection, and for that we pay 354 baht per month. We have a cable box with 3 channels, so we can stream. We have a smart TV, so we can stream YouTube and so on. And we have a lot of free channels, mostly of course Thai channels, but it costs nothing, so you just buy the box for around 800 baht and then you can see a lot of local news, but you can also see some international news and some sports. We bought the condo fully furnished. Today we can see that's not it's not a plus to buy a condo with a lot of furniture. It looks nice when you buy it, but you find out time after time that the things are not what you want it to be. So we have changed a lot of the furniture. We have changed the sofa to a sofa bed. We have changed the mattresses because it was so hard. So it looks good when you see it. It's all included, but you have to remember maybe you need to change some of the furniture when you move in. We have 2 air conditions, one in bedroom and one in our living room. Only the one is going when we are using them on 24 degrees. So because we bought a condo pointing west, we don't have much sun directly into the balcony and to the windows, so it's only in the late afternoon we got the sun, and then you need some aircon. Of course, in nighttime we also have aircon running, but it's not running very much because we have it on 24 degrees. Water we have of course heated water, but we also have drinking water machine. So we go with a canister and get our drinking water. I think it's around 1 bath per 1 liter. So that we use for coffee and to toothbrushing and so on. I hear a lot on YouTube that people are saying it cannot pay off to buy a condo in Thailand. It depends how you look at it. I'm agreed if you want to buy a condo for investment, I think that's not a good idea. There is so many condos for sale in the moment. We have not bought our condo for investment. We have bought it to have a second home in Thailand. We expect to use it the next 10 years. And we wanted our own place, so we have filled it up with personal belongings. So every time we go now, we just need a backpack, our passport and a credit card, and then we are ready to go. We don't need to pack a suitcase every time. Besides that, when we are in Hua Hin, before we bought the condo, we maybe spent 100,000 each year in hotels, and of course it's not the most cheap hotels, but it's certainly not the most expensive. I think it's a normal, what did we pay? 2,500 baht each day, included breakfast. So you can say we are saving that money and use them for the condo instead. So to us it's not important the day we don't need the condo anymore. We can keep it, we can let our children have it, or we can rent it out and there will be some income at that time. But it's not in the picture right now. I know there still is some of the owners rent out, and I think for an apartment like ours they get around 50,000 baht each month on a contract. So you can see if you pay 2.45 million baht, then 15,000 baht a month, and that's not deducted the money to the people who take care of the building. So maybe you get 12,000 baht for yourself. So you can see that that's not a good investment. We only travel on tourist visa because right now we are only 3 weeks in summertime and 3 weeks in wintertime, and in a few years we will be there maybe 60 days in spring and 60 days in autumn. And as things are now, we can just use the tourist visa. They have 60 days on the tourist visa, So if it don't get changed, then that's what we will do. So we don't need to have the fight with the visa. We don't have any bank account in Thailand. We have our MasterCards and our Visa cards with us, and then we use MorettaPay. MorettaPay is ScanPay, like the Thai people are doing, and the way it works is that you have a Wise account. So we put our Danish money from our Danish bank account to our Wise account and put them as American dollars, and then we can move them from our Wise account to MorettaPay as American dollars and change it to Thai baht. So we can use ScanPay almost everywhere. We cannot use it in 7-Eleven. I don't know why. And you cannot use it for the really small vendors. But we have found out you can use ScanPay almost everywhere. The kind of ScanPay we have by MorettaPay. And I think last time we were in Thailand, we only were at the ATM one time. The rest we did with the MorettaPay. So that's a really good option if you don't have a bank account or you don't want to have all the problems to get a bank account. So what can we say more? We get picked up by the airport. I know you can take the train from 350 baht. No, that's the bus. You can take the bus from 350 baht from airport to Hua Hin. We are 2 people, so that's 700 baht. But we rather like, because we have been on our way for maybe 20 hours with planes and car. So when we arrive to Thailand, we just want to go to our apartment. We don't want any more waiting time because you are tired. So we pay 2,200 baht to get picked up by the airport in a SUV for a van. Then you can sleep a couple of hours and then you are in Hua Hin. We have bought mountain bikes, but we found out that when we are in Hua Hin in summertime, it's too hot to go around the city in daytime on mountain bikes. So we also rent a scooter. In wintertime, when the temperature is a little lower, then we are using the mountain bikes and go around the city. So no problem. I think the biggest problem we have seen until now is the soy dogs. We have around our condominium there is a bunch of soy dogs, and they are of course making some noise in the night time, but it's okay, we can deal with it, and it's no bigger problem. The only problem I have had with the soy dogs was one day I was on the mountain bike at around 11 p.m. in the evening, and then there was a empty lot on Soi 102, and when I rode by, the dogs went up and ran after me, so I had to yell at them, and then they stopped. So I think the soy dogs is maybe the biggest problem we have seen until now. We don't have incurred any snakes in Hua Hin. I think in the 12 years we have been in Thailand, I have seen 2 snakes, one in Bangkok and one in Ratchaburi, and that was the golden tree snakes. That's it's not a dangerous snake. So we don't have seen any other snakes in the area, so that's okay. So, and what more? I have been last time, no, that was last summer when we were there. I had to visit the Bangkok hospital, so we get a little, what you call it? So we got some experience with the private hospitals in Hua Hin, because I have a lot of pain in my chest. And we went to the hospital, and of course I had to pay by myself. But they took really good care of me and checked my heart and checked everything, and it shows that it was only because I have too much spicy food, so my stomach acid went crazy. So, but they took good care of me and gave me some medicine to take care of the stomach acid, and I think with what did I pay, around 5,000 baht I paid from my own pocket. So we have seen that that's also working. So yeah, what can I say? There is a lot of negativity on internet. Everybody's talking about the prices is so high now in Thailand. I don't see it. I think the prices is as the prices have been all the time. Tuk-tuk ride is 150 baht. A beer in supermarket is 30 something baht. Electricity and water is almost the same as they have been for a long time. I don't see all the people telling it that Thailand has got expensive. The only thing that's expensive is the plane tickets. We bought for last Christmas. We gave 80,000 baht for 2 economy tickets from Denmark to Bangkok and return. And right now we are looking for tickets for this Christmas. And I can see right now we are talking about 120,000 baht for 2 economy tickets. So the airline tickets is really expensive right now. I think they are almost doubled as before the COVID. So I think that's the only problem. It's very expensive to come to Thailand now. But to be in Thailand, stay in Thailand, I don't think it's cheaper than anywhere else. They have an inflation like every other countries. So I don't know why there is so much negativity, but that's people. Some people complain about everything. So that's life. So I think I have covered, I have made a little spreadsheet, so I try to get through the most of the things people have asked about. But of course you are welcome to write me in the comment section if you have any questions, or if you want some advice or what to do. I will gladly try to help you. So have a nice day and thank you. Bye bye.